Thanks for staying with us. How we can shop at Best Buy is changing. The electronics giant has announced that it will soon start selling merchandise from other retailers. The company is calling the new feature a marketplace of sorts, and Andrew Sharpe is a retail analyst with Brandspank Retail Marketing and joins us now from our downtown studio. Thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
So I was a bit surprised to hear this. How is it going to work?
How is the marketplace going to work?
Yeah, how is it going to work at Best Buy now?
Okay, well, just to frame and define it, I look at a marketplace as, imagine you having a store that has an e-commerce site, which is a store. Now if we make that store a mall, so if you have one retailer who has an e-commerce site and invites many other retailers to join in, they all have one site, one location everyone goes to, but has access to different products from different retailers.
So Best Buy will offer under its umbrella products other than electronics, like they'll get into other kinds of things?
Other than the electronics, and
yeah,
certainly other than what they would traditionally sell. They would actually have the competitors and other retailers be part of that online experience.
And so would then the other retailers do the reverse, like they'd have Best Buy as part of their umbrella too, or?
No, usually you might find that there's a common goal. One person sets the tone. If all those other retailers would benefit from the infrastructure that's already been built, the really robust e-commerce site, the physical locations, the operations, the shipping, everything that one retailer, which would be Best Buy, does, the other retailers can benefit on and piggyback on.
Right. So it's sort of similar to Amazon and what it does right now. I mean, it has many, many, many retailers under the Amazon umbrella.
I would say not sort of, I'd say very similar.
Very similar, exactly like what Amazon.
Yes.
Okay, so why is Best Buy doing this?
Well, retail is changing. And in this country, North America, retail is in flux, and you have to look at ways of being innovative. You have to look at ways of being exploratory. And if you're not doing anything, you'll fall to the wayside. Mex and Target, and there's a lot of roadkill in retail for those who haven't done anything. So you really have to explore things and try and look for ways of doing things differently. So kudos on them for actually trying.
Right, and so one of the retail roadkill stories you did say was Future Shop, which now Best Buy is sort of taking over some of those stores. And so is the bricks and mortar aspect to these businesses declining?
Well, bricks and mortar is declining only because the share of online is. But my sincere belief is that there will be a time when we don't talk about bricks and mortar retail and we don't talk about online retailing. It will just be retailing. There will be conversions. So eventually there will just be one. And in the case of Best Buy, my belief is they had planned this for a while. Last summer I heard about the marketplace concept. So when you look at where you want to get to and how you want to get there, you have to look at what works and what doesn't work. And I'm sure they looked at their bottom line. I'm sure they looked at the two brands they had, and there wasn't that much differentiation, so they decided it was in their best interest to cut Future Shop out and take some of the savings and probably channel it to what they think is the future, which is their marketplace.
Right, and has Best Buy announced, what will be appearing in the marketplace?
Not that I've seen. I haven't seen what will or who will be there. I have seen the concept and what you could expect.
Mm-hmm. So what does it mean to us as consumers? Will this end up saving us money? Is there a possibility of that?
Saving money? There is possibility of money saving. It's more saving time.
Okay.
I don't think we have to look too far away from the Amazon model. So if you have shopped on Amazon and if you feel you're saving money because of the marketplace concept, then I'll tell you yes, it is saving money. But for the most part, it's you can get access to many different competitors at a time, choose the one that's best for you, and then purchase. And sometimes, having been there myself, Amazon is not the cheapest. Not after the fact, but sometimes it is.
And most often, you raise a very good point that it's most often the most convenient.
Absolutely.
Right. So are we going to see more of these roll out in the future, you think?
Well, looking at retail as a whole, and then some other industries as well, they're not necessarily an innovative sector. What you look at, what works well for one retailer or one organization, if it works well and it's proven, then you'll find them replicating, scaling it. So I can say that if this works well for Best Buy, you'll certainly see other retailers and other large corporations looking at the marketplace concept too.
I think a lot of big businesses will be looking with interest to see what happens.
I believe so too.
All right, thank you, Andrew. We appreciate you joining us.
My pleasure.
Well, it was a program that helped LGBT